Okay, let's look at the grammar notes, which are on page, let us do this, okay, pages 344 to 346. First, remember that a clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb that shows time. So here's a clause: after he sped away, he heard a shot. You've got the subject, you've got the verb, and it's past tense, showing time. A phrase does not have both the subject and a verb showing time. It commonly has a present or past participle. So here's a phrase that means the same thing. After speeding away, he heard a shot. Some adverb clauses can be shortened to adverb phrases in ways similar to the ways that adjective clauses can be shortened. So by reducing the clauses, we're changing them. Here's a sentence with an adverb clause. We had a flat tire while we were touring. Touring means traveling. And because we've got the two subjects the same, and we've got the verb to be, I'm going to take it out and say, of this phrase, we had a flat tire while touring. Okay, here's the kind of adverb clause of time where we can replace with the gerund even though there's no verb to be. After we fixed the flat tire, we were on our way. We can take out the we fixed and change to this phrase: after fixing the flat tire, we were on our way again. Okay, negative adverb phrases contain the word not or never before the participle. So after not eating all day, we were hungry. If that were a complete clause, I would say after we had not eaten all day, we were hungry. Never having eaten in an American restaurant before, we did not know how much to leave for a tip. This might be a clause because we had never eaten in an American restaurant before. The meaning is the same. Adverb clauses can be reduced to adverb phrases when the clause has a form to be. To reduce an adverb clause to a phrase, omit the subject pronoun and the form of be. And if the original sentence has commas, keep the commas in the reduced sentence. So here it is with the adverb clause. While they were driving, they were attacked by bandits. I'm going to take this out and reduce it. While driving, still have the comma, they were attacked by bandits. Okay, be careful. You can reduce an adverb clause to an adverb phrase only if the subjects in both clauses of the sentence refer to the same person or thing. So here I have an adverb clause. Reg and Maggie drove while the children were sleeping. Reg and Maggie and the children are different, so I cannot reduce that clause. This one doesn't make any sense. And here's a note that an adverb phrase can come first or second in the sentence. This is the same way that an adverb clause can come first or second in the sentence. And when it comes first, you place the comma, same as an adverb clause. While driving, comma, they were attacked by bandits. And then, if it comes second, you don't need the comma. They were attacked by bandits while traveling. Okay. Adverb clauses of time beginning with after, before, since, and while can be changed to adverb phrases when the clause has no form of be. And to change an adverb clause to an adverb phrase, omit the subject pronoun and change the verb to its ing form. That means its gerund form. Keep the subordinating conjunction and the original punctuation. So, after they visited the Paestum, the Greens drove south. I'm going to take out they, I'm going to take out visited, I'm going to keep the comma. After visiting the Paestum, using the gerund here, the Greens drove south. Be careful, you can change an adverb clause to a phrase only if the subjects in the two clauses of the sentence refer to the same thing. After the bandits saw the Green's car, the Greens sped away. Okay, I can't reduce anything here because these two subjects are different. Okay, a simple past or past perfect verb in an adverb clause changes to the ing form or having plus the past participle in an adverb phrase, and the meaning is the same. So after they opened the door, they saw blood. Same meaning as with the past perfect. After they had opened the door, they saw blood. And here with an adverb phrase, I can say after opening the door, they saw blood. Same meaning as having opened the door, they saw the blood. Or you could have the after there. After having opened the door, they saw the blood. Okay. Upon or on plus the ing in an adverb phrase has the same meaning as when. So when they realized what had happened, they pulled to the side of the road. So I'm likely, instead of when in the adverb phrase, to use on realizing what had happened, they pulled to the side of the road. Or upon realizing what had happened, they pulled to the side of the road. These two are the same meaning. This is a little more formal. The subordinating conjunction is sometimes omitted in a phrase. And a phrase without a subordinating conjunction is called an adverbial phrase. Okay, so here's the adverb clause. While I was sitting on the porch, I thought about my future. Here I've reduced it to a phrase by taking out the I and the was. While sitting on the porch, I thought about my future. And now I've taken away even the subordinator, and it's become an adverbial phrase. Sitting on the porch, I thought about my future. Be careful, do not omit the subordinating conjunction in a passive construction. So, I worked for 2 years before being accepted at the university. Okay, this is passive, so I don't reduce it that way. Adverb clauses of reason can be changed to adverbial phrases. The subordinating conjunctions because, since, or as at the beginning of a clause must be omitted in an adverbial phrase of reason. For example, because the children were sleeping in the car, they were not aware of what was happening. Or since the children were sleeping in the car, or as the children were sleeping in the car. And the way I do this is with these conjunctions of reason, because, since, or as. I go all the way to the adverbial phrase, sleeping in the car, the children were not aware of what was happening. Because sleeping in the car is not something we do, okay? In the case of subordinating conjunctions of reason like this, we do this adverbial phrase, we don't do this. We don't try to make an adverb phrase. Okay. Because, or since, or as, and then a form of be can be changed to being in an adverbial phrase. So because they were not satisfied, they decided to do something about the problem. Or since they were not satisfied. Since means because, as means because. These all mean the same thing in this sentence. And when I make the adverbial phrase, I'll say, not being satisfied. They decided to do something about the problem. A present perfect or past perfect verb in an adverb clause can be changed to having plus the past participle. And it means the same thing as the simple gerund. Okay, so I can say, because they had been moved by the situation, people became organ donors, or since or as. These are all the same here. This is an adverb clause. And here's an adverb phrase. Having been moved by the situation, adverbial phrase. It's an adverbial phrase with no subordinator. Having been moved by the situation, people became organ donors. I could also, let's go back here. I can also say being moved by the situation. Here it looks like if it's negative, because I have never driven a truck before, I'm feeling a bit nervous about it. This is how it comes out in the adverbial phrase with a negative. Never having driven a truck before, I'm feeling a bit nervous about it. A clause containing a passive verb can be changed to an adverbial phrase with just a past participle. So if the subordinating conjunction can be omitted without changing the meaning, delete the subject and any auxiliaries in the passive sentence. So, because I was given two options, I chose the harder of the two. That S has to come out. I'll do that later. I'm going to take out all of this and say given two options. I chose the harder of the two. Be careful. If the subordinating conjunction cannot be omitted without changing the meaning, as in some clauses of time, form an adverb phrase by deleting the subject and changing the verb of be to being. I'll have to come back and change that too. Okay. So I say, before I was told the nature of the problem, I had no idea what to do. That T is going to come out. Before being told the nature of the problem, I had no idea what to do. Here is an adverbial phrase. And I cannot go all the way to the without the being. I have to say before being. I can't say told the nature. And for shortening adjective clauses to adjective phrases, go back and look at Unit 13.